Hey everyone, it's Star the Flippin' Hippo. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel. Today is October 8th, day 8 of Q4. It is also a Monday, which means it's time for What Sold on eBay. So like I always do, I'm just going to give you a rundown of how many packages we sent out each day last week. And then I have a few highlights here to show you of things that we sold that may be bolos for you. And definitely the best of the best for us. So last Monday was day 1 of Q4 and it came in with a roar. We sent out 36 packages. We had a total of 40 items sell. We had a few multiple orders, and so we sent 36 packages with the 40 sales. 38 of those were eBay and 2 of those were Posh. What an amazing first weekend going into Q4. We kept up the momentum all week. We stayed at a 0.5 or higher, sometimes higher than 1% sell-through rate all week. So on Tuesday, we had 9 packages go out, 8 eBay sales, 1 Amazon. On Wednesday, we had 10 packages go out with 12 items inside, 12 sales, 10 packages. And then on Thursday, we had 9 packages go out, 7 eBay sales, 1 Posh, 1 Amazon. And then on Friday, I called it Fat Stacks Friday. You guys, we had 20 items sold on Friday. We had 18 total packages, but we had 20 items sell between Thursday at 2 p.m. and Friday at 2 p.m., which is our cutoff for shipping. We do same day shipping, cutoff at 2 p.m. every day. So when I give you these numbers, just keep that in mind. It is a 24-hour period, but we're running from 2 p.m. one day to 2 p.m. the next, and that is the amount that we sell and ship out the next day. So we had, oh my gosh, I can't say it enough. On Friday, we had 20 sales on a weekday, and lucky number 13 on eBay and 7 on Posh. How amazing is that? So you guys know today is Columbus Day, by the way. Happy Columbus Day. It is a holiday. The post office was closed, so we will not be shipping out our weekend sales until tomorrow. So I'm going to give you the numbers that we have right now. From Friday at 2 p.m. until today at 2 p.m. we had 39 sales. So not as good as last Monday when we only had 40, but a better monetary value, and here's why. 39 sales for the weekend. 27 of those were eBay. 12 of those were Poshmark. 12 sales on Poshmark. Let me say it one more time because I am excited. 12 sales on Poshmark. Y'all, the most we've ever had before was 8, so we beat our own record by 4. And the reason I'm saying that even though last Monday we had 40 sales and this Monday we only have 39, this Monday's better, is because we had 12 sales on Poshmark. Our average sale price over there is $25. They pay shipping, so our average profit on Posh is $20 a sale. And we sold 12 over there, 27 on eBay. So the more we sell on eBay, obviously the higher our profit margin is because items sell for more money on Posh, and they also pay shipping. So this was the second weekend, this is actually the first official weekend of Q4. Last weekend was the last weekend of September, moving into Q4. So the shipment last Monday was, the first day of Q4. So I would have to say that this Columbus Day weekend was the first official full weekend of Q4, and we blew it out of the water. I am so excited. I am so stoked. I hope that we keep up this momentum, that we keep selling the way we are. We are definitely on the back end, continuing to hustle like a hippo. We're grinding, we're crushing, we're listing, we're photographing, we're sourcing. We're so excited, and when the sales start coming in like this and you actually do see your hard work start to pay off, it is a really good feeling. It is a really nice high to have. Not only are we making money and making sales, which is exciting, But when you see your hard work paying out like this, it is so amazing. I know that a lot of times during the summer slowdown and other times of the year when sales are slow, many of us tend to get discouraged because you're on the back end and you're working so hard and you're listing and you're grinding and you're hustling and you're selling 4 or 5 items a day, and it's just so like discouraging. Like, I'm putting in all this work and where is the payout? Well, the payout is now, guys. The payout is in Q4. All that hard work you put in all summer long, even when sales were slow, even when things didn't look so great, even when things were bleak, and you kept working and you kept listing, the payout is now. All those listings you put in, all that growth you had is now going to start selling and paying off. Don't slow down. Don't let fourth quarter get you excited like, oh, I'm selling more, I can work less. Keep it up. Keep up your grind. Keep up your hustle. Work just as hard as you always have, if not harder, to keep on listing. Keep those numbers up of total amount listed. Keep those numbers up of average sale price. Source better items, source higher priced items, and put them in your stores, because now is the time when people are opening their wallets and spending their money. Now is the time for you to get excited, to feel encouraged, and to feel achievement for all the payout for all the hard work. If you haven't seen the Q4 payout yet, I promise you it's coming. It happens for everyone. Small sellers and big sellers, power sellers, new sellers, used clothing, electronics, toys. It does not matter. In Q4, everyone sells more. Everyone makes money. And I just want you guys to remember that, to stay encouraged, to keep up the hustle, keep up the grind. And let me know somehow in messages or in comments when you guys start to see that payout for all your hard work, because it is an amazing feeling. There is nothing like working for yourself and building a business and building something for your own self rather than grinding away to line someone else's pockets. So let's take a look at a highlight. A highlight? Not just one, I'm sorry. Let's take a look at the highlights of the week. Okay, so I only had 2 plush sell this week, which is okay. This is not the time of year when my plush are selling a lot. For some reason, I sell a lot of plush towards the end of the summer, and then towards the end of Q4. So selling 2 this week is cool. It's cool. I'm down with it. I sold this baseball plush. He was a Ben's find, so by weight, he was probably about 10 cents. And I just had to have him when I found him. I thought he was so cute. His little sneakers have ties. They tie. See how cute they are? And he has a glove, and he's just this really cute baseball. I figured somebody would want him. I listed him at 10. He went on sale and flipped for $9.50. He had some damage to him, or I probably would have listed him at $12. But you can see here he had some threads loose, which I did disclose right here. And so I listed him at 10. He sold on sale for $9.50. He went in a poly bag first class. This Pooh Bear, isn't he cute? He's a Disney store exclusive. He came from the yard sale over the summer when I came home with the giant box full of Disney and Boyd's Bears. And the plush in that lot averaged out to about 77 cents a piece. Some of the Pooh Bears comp really low, unfortunately. A lot of them comp pretty high, and some comp pretty low, because there's just, there's a lot of people that have these Disney store Pooh Bears, and there's a race to the bottom, and they're just, they comp low. I priced mine really, really high. And weight, I'm all about the slow dime. So I do price mine a little bit higher than they comp. But this is one of the ones that comps a little lower. There's Pooh plush I've listed for $25 and $30. This guy started his life out at 16. And I mean, to me, that's my opinion. I feel like if it's a Disney store exclusive plush, 16 is low. But he sold for $12.50 actually, because he was on sale for $15.20, and I went back and forth on a best offer, and I just finally settled on $12.50. The thing is with this lot of plush, I've already paid for them with the ones I've sold out of it, so anything I sell now is pure profit. and hoping for 16 on this guy is a little bit high. I believe, if I remember correctly, most of the comps were right at 12 and 14, and I listed mine a little bit higher, so I took a $12.50. And because he didn't have any tags or anything, I just wrapped him nicely in tissue paper and sent him in a big poly. I sold this pair of White House Black Market jeans. I sold like 4 pairs of these on Posh, but this is one of the ones I sold on eBay. Now, I do like White House Black Market. It is a brand I will pick up on the regular, especially if I can get it for 99 cents. I will pay $3.50 for it if it's a normal $6.99 tag that's half off. I always start my White House Black Market at $25 standard for all my White House Black Market jeans. These ones are a little more unique, which I really liked. They have the 3 buttons there, and they have the trouser look, and they're like the wide leg flare. They had some damage on the hems, and I listed them at $25. They were on sale, so they sold for, or no, they weren't on sale, I'm sorry. They've been around long enough that they've been relisted, and we lower our prices by 5% every time we relist an item. So this one was all the way down to $21.44, but it sold for that full price. Oh, and these ones were 99 cents at Goodwill. These Levi Strauss were 99 cents at Goodwill. These babies weren't even in my store for a week. These ones went really fast. I start most of my Levi's at 20. I started these at 22 because of how unique they are, and which is part of the reason why I picked them up. They were only 99 cents, but they were very unique. They have this really awesome brocade print. They're skinny jeans. And I believe the size was 10, so that's an okay size. It's not a great size, but for how unique they were, I had to have them, and they sold for the $22. And like I said, they went within a week of being listed. This was a fleece I got at a yard sale for $1. I got this one and a gray one with Minnie Mouse. This one sold first, and I took a best offer of 18 on it. I paid $1. Did I say that already? Probably did. It is official Disney, always grumpy, and it sold for 18. This is a Van Lack Royal Men's button front shirt. Keith picked this up for 99 cents. We'd never heard of this brand before. This was one of the ones where we were like, hey, it's a nice looking shirt. It's only 99 cents. We're willing to try it. And this one didn't last a week either. He listed it in the store. It sold very quickly for $20. So this is a new bolo for us. Van Lack or Van Lock, however you want to say it. But this print, it reminds me of Halloween. I really like it. The black and orange checkered. But yeah, it did sell really fast. So this was an example of Keith and I taking a risk without comping something because it was only 99 cents and getting it home to find out it's an amazing find. So this is definitely a new bolo for us. This sweater was only 99 cents. It did have damage. It had a small hole in the sleeve. We knew that when we purchased it. Like I said, it was 99 cents, but it was silk and cashmere and a good size, extra large. So we figured that even with the hole, it was worth 99 cents for a silk and cashmere sweater. It's got the polo collar. This one was around for a couple of weeks. It was listed and I believe sold in the 3rd week. After 2 weeks, our items go on the 5% off sale. And so this has been around for close to a month, maybe 3 weeks. It was on Poshmark as well, and it sold for the $19. This was Keith's sister's shirt. She, I believe someone gave this to her for Christmas. She loves Nightmare Before Christmas. She loves Jack Skellington, and I don't really remember why she didn't want it. I don't know if it didn't fit her or she just didn't want it. But this was one of the things that we consigned for her, and it was new with tags. It's a Disney brand. It's a nice shirt for what it is and for this time of year. Hey, hey, hey. So it did sell for $17.14. Speaking of Christmas, you guys, Christmas stuff is already starting to sell. This Mrs. Claus cookie plate came from our local honey pot before it closed. It was 69 cents. And I listed it over the summer right after I had bought it. I don't hold anything back. I list all things all year long because you never know when things are going to sell. But it did sit around and finally sell in October, so it sat for a while. But I have had Christmas things sell in June and July, so I never hold back. I list them when I get them. Just showing you the photos. So I paid 69 cents and I took a best offer of $13.50. They paid the shipping, so I was willing to go a little bit lower. And I believe I did price this a little bit higher, like I tend to do. I list things high and sit on them, and I have best offer. So this is a Vera Bradley bag. This was one of the ones I found for 99 cents at the Goodwill. It's a wee little one. It's not that big. I believe, yeah, there. I have pictures of it with the measuring tape. So it's like 8 inches high and only 7.5 inches wide. It's a little tiny handbag. So I just priced it at $15. A lot of the Vera Bradley I get, I'll start at $20, but since this one was smaller, I chose to try $15 and it sold for full price. Oh, and this one I did want to mention, even though it's a purse, excuse me, I did not ship it in a box because it's all cloth and soft and didn't have any tags. I just gave it a good wrap of bubble wrap and inside of tissue paper after that into a poly. Y'all, these tapes. Let me tell you about these tapes. So we were at a yard sale last summer, 2017, and this woman had probably right around 300 cassette tapes and one of those really old cases that you keep them in. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It looks like a suitcase and it has the clasp on the front and you open it up and there's slots inside for cassette tapes. She had one of those cases full of cassette tapes and then a whole box of more. There were like 300, and she told Keith she'd give him the whole mess for $2, and so he bought it. So he gave the lady $2. A lot of them were unopened, some weren't, some were used, some were new, like still wrapped in cellophane. He brought them all home and we sorted them into like piles of alike stuff. Like you can see a lot of what's his name here? Giovanni or whatever. And this, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe this is the last of them. The first ones that went were a collection that we separated. I think they were all country and western tapes, and those were inside of the case, and that went for like 30 or 40, and that went last summer. That went pretty fast. It was more popular artists, I guess, and because it had the case, that one went pretty fast, and it paid for the whole lot. And then we've just had the rest of them sitting around and kind of like trickling out as they sell off. So this is a good example of something that you may not usually buy, but for 300 of them for $2, you know, like I said, the first set that sold in the case more than paid for all of it. And then you just have like the leftovers that kind of sit around forever and trickle in, but they're pure profit when they sell. And you can see that they're paying shipping on it. So, you know, after fees, $8.50 of this is ours, and it's pure profit because our cost of goods has already long ago been paid for. And then I wanted to show you these books. Keith picked these up not because of what they are, but because of what they look like. So a lot of times people buy books just because of what they look like. You hear stories about people saying studios and movie producers and people will buy older looking books or older looking items from your store to use as props. These aren't bad titles if you look at what they are. The Last Days of Pompeii, there's Treasure Island, Vicar of Wakefield. If you're into historical literature and the classics, these aren't bad books. They were 50 cents a piece. So they weren't awful titles, especially for people who are bibliophiles that love these older titles, but the look of them was really why Keith bought them. And so there's 6 of them, so we paid $2.50 for the whole set. And they did sell for the $33.25, and they shipped media mail, so they were like a couple bucks to ship. So these were kind of cool. I'm not sure that anyone bought them for a prop. There wasn't like a recognizable name on the label or any studio, but somebody did buy them for a good amount of money. So that, just keep that in mind when you're out about these older looking books, these classic titles. Sometimes they can be duds and sometimes they are really profitable, so you just want to comp them, or if you can find them cheap enough, take the risk, and just try it. So let me know in the comments down below how your Q4s are going. What kind of a weekend did you have? As far as sales, did you guys have any super awesome flips or anything cool like these books go? Let me know. I like to hear from you guys. I like to hear how you guys are doing. I hope that everyone is selling their faces off. I hope that we're all grinding and hustling and making that Q4 money. I just really hope the best for everybody. All my subscribers have always been so supportive of me, and I just wish the best for all of you. So, like I like to say, may the cha-chings be ever in your favor. Do me a favor and smash that like button down below. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin' Hippos. Until next time, you guys have a good night.